All right, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you create a Facebook ad from start to finish. And it's going to be very easy, very straightforward, and you're going to feel like a pro by the time you're done watching this video. So first things first, you need to create a business manager account. I'm not going to go into detail on that in this video. If you want more information, I'll drop a link down below where you can check this out and I'll show you how to do it. Again, it's very easy, very straightforward. The whole point of this video is to get you inside the ads manager and fully understanding how this works. So going back to this other tab over here, when you're inside once you create your business manager, you'll have your different tabs over here. And really what you need to focus on is the ads manager section. So when you're inside ads manager, it's going to take you over to here, and I'm going to pull up a different ad account for right now. And what it'll look like, this will probably look like what yours looks like if you don't have anything going on right now. This is an old ad account that I currently don't use anymore. So what you need to do, first things first, you're going to create an ad. So before you create it, I want to run through just how these work. Account overview is basically, what it means, an account overview of everything that you're doing, how much you're spending, your engagement, all of your statistics and all that. Really what you need to focus on right now is campaigns, ad sets, and ads. Think of it as three different layers here. You have one campaign, and inside your campaign, you have different ad sets, which I'll go over in a second here on this video. And then under the ad sets, you have different ads, or one ad or two ads, whatever it is you want. But basically your ad is your creative, your ad sets are your targeting, and then your campaign is your overall campaign. For example, if you were doing a like a dentist new patient special, that would be your campaign right here, dentist new patient special. So with that being said, let's get into it. We're going to create a campaign here from scratch. Now, without going into too much crazy detail on here, we have the awareness campaigns, we have the consideration campaigns, and the conversion campaigns. So they are basically just how they sound. You can go on here and click on these to understand more about what they do. Typically, it kind of depends on what you're wanting to do inside your business. Now, let's say, for example, you're wanting to build awareness, then you would want to go under the brand awareness or reach section. Honestly, I never use the reach. Sometimes I'll mess around with the brand awareness. But if you're wanting to actually make some money out of what you do, you probably want to be in this section over here, which either that section or this section over here. And the way that this works is you have your traffic campaigns, basically meaning that you will be driving a bunch of traffic over to wherever you want to send that traffic to. Then you have your engagement, just as it sounds. You're going to be going for like page likes, engagement, comments, things along the features of that. App installs. This is if you want to get some users to install an app that you might be wanting to promote. Video views, just as it sounds. If you have a video that you're trying to get out there, you can do it under video views. But again, I also use video views under conversions, lead generation. So it really depends on what you want and what you specialize in. Now, me personally, my agency, we specialize in lead generation. So this is what we usually use. This is basically saying, hey, you have an offer, it's something out there that you want to put, and you want to collect leads, people that are interested. So basically how that works is you have an offer out there, and then like let's say it's a new patient special for a dentist. And then you get a bunch of people filling in their information saying, yes, I'm interested. And then either you, the doctor, front office lady, whoever it is, goes out there and calls up all these leads. So therefore, they are a lead. You are generating leads. Now, next thing, messages. Honestly, I don't mess with messages. Maybe if you want to mess with this, you can. But messages are more along the lines of, as you can see, if you want to get more messages. Again, I don't really know why you'd want to do that, but maybe you're wanting to get some more subscribers through ManyChat or something along the lines of that. Now, under conversions, this is another good one as well. If you're driving traffic to a website, then you're going to want to use conversions. Catalog sales, I personally never use that, but I'm sure it's just as it sounds. Create ads that automatically show items from your catalog based on your target audience. Again, I don't have much to say on that. Don't really use it. Store traffic, again, don't really use it much. It's just as it sounds, you're going to be driving traffic to your store. The three that I use, I'll pick one from each category, and then you can go from there. So under awareness, I would do brand awareness, consideration, lead generation. That's what we do about 90% of the time. And then conversions. And the conversions is great if you are driving traffic to a funnel or to a website and you want them to convert. Again, the two that I always use is lead generation and conversions. For this one, we're going to set up a conversions campaign because this is more broad and will probably relate to whatever you're doing. So you're going to create the campaign, and under campaign name, you're going to name it. So let's just say we're just going to be calling this Dentist New Patient Funnel. Like, let's say we're driving traffic to a funnel, for example. And then you're going to hit set up ad account. Now it's going to ask you some information to set up your ad account if you haven't already done that yet. I'm just going to click continue just for the sake of this video. Now, what you need to do, first things first, you always want to make sure that you are staying organized and labeling this. So I like to do this part as kind of keeping track of what it is that I'm targeting. So for example, maybe you want to split it up, men 18 to, I don't know, whatever, we'll say 56. And then you can throw in your population there as well, which we'll say X mile radius, X population. We'll come back and fill this out later on. But that's just a good way I like to stay organized. Again, completely up to you. But what you want to do, you want to click website, and typically you'll have a pixel already created. If you need more information on that, I will, I believe I have a video. If not, I will link a video down below where you can check out how to create a pixel. But more importantly, what you'll do is under conversions, you'll want to tell Facebook what you want to optimize for. So without going into too much detail on every single one of these, basically whatever you check on here is what you're going to tell Facebook to do. So the way pixels work is, let's say, for example, you have a purchase pixel on your website. Again, there's going to be a lot more information in a pixel video, but if you need information on if you want to tell Facebook to go and get purchases, then you're going to want to put a purchase pixel on your website and then ultimately get them to do that. Same with add payment, complete registration, whatever it is that you're doing, add to cart, view content. And view content is usually what a lot of people start out with. So we'll just do view content. Again, if you're doing this right, yours should not be red. It should be green. Mine's red just because I don't have anything set up right now, but you get the point on this. Yours should be green. That way you know it's good to go. Dynamic creative, I don't mess with that. Offer, I don't mess with that. Now, audience, this is where the fun part comes in. Depending on what you're doing, again, this is a very broad video. If you are targeting local businesses, then you're going to want to do a local business, like either do their zip codes or a local audience of maybe like 10, 20, 30 miles, whatever it is that you are doing, depending on what you're targeting. Now, if you're going e-commerce and you're going broad, you can come down here and put in, United Kingdom, whatever it is that you want to do, get very broad with this. Now, I did skip this section right here. You have a new audience and a saved audience. This is basically where you can upload your custom audiences, which this might be a little bit more advanced depending on if you're watching this video right now. Basically, this means that you can go out there and create a custom audience of like emails, phone numbers, lookalike audiences, and put it on here. Now, don't worry if that sounds a little bit like craziness to you right now. Don't worry about it. Just get the basics behind everything down right now. So again, we're doing this for a dentist campaign. So we're going to act like we're just doing it in we'll do a 10-mile radius. So the way that you get to do that is you usually want to put the business address right here. So I'm just going to make up a crazy address and see what pops up. So looks like we are in Florida right here, and it's a 10-mile radius. Now, when you're inside here, you have your audience size over here, and this is really where you can track things. I personally, little golden nug for you guys, especially getting started, if you're going after local businesses, you usually want to keep this around anywhere between 60 and 120,000 when you're first getting started. So 33 is a little small. So what I would do is you're going to mess around with like the age, gender, languages, and that's really going to determine this. So check this out. As I move these numbers, that number is going to change. So let's just say we want to do a 15-mile radius, right? Now it's at 54. But like we said up here, we want to target men 18 to 56. So you're going to click men and then change the ages. 56. And see how that number went down? So this area needs to be exploded up if you want to get kind of to that higher value, 33,000. So let's just go, again, usually I never do a 20 mile, more than a 15, 20 mile radius for a local business. So I don't know where this address is, but it's probably not a good one. But just kind of giving you the point, you can really open it up and get the targeting bigger just by the area that you're doing there. Again, it's not something I would do. Let me see if I can get you a better example. Let's see if we can just go Tallahassee, Florida. Okay, so maybe Miami. Miami has a bigger population for sure. That would probably be a better example for you guys. Okay, so see how Miami 25-mile radius is 1.3 million. So what you would do is, again, just kind of put this down. We'll try maybe like a 6-mile radius. And see how 6 miles is 800,000? That's 10 miles. So let's try 5. And it's not letting us go under 10, which is weird. Usually it does, but I guess for this example, you're only targeting Miami. So again, if you wanted to get that down, you could even go farther. You could do 18 to maybe like, see 28 and see how big of a difference. 240,000, still a pretty big audience, but you guys get the point. But what you want to make sure you do, whatever you put here, you want to make sure that you upload in here. So 18 to 28, X mile radius, 240K, or radius is 10 miles, and then population is 240K. Now, under languages, you can sort this out and put English. I know Miami especially, that's probably going to change the number a little bit, 30,000. So we would change that to 210,000. You could also put dash English only. And then you can get really specific with your targeting in here. So, you know, again, depending on what you want to do, you can come in here and really get very creative on your demographics, education level, fields of study, school, undergrads. Financial wise, you can go in here. You can target people with specific household incomes, which is kind of crazy. Household income top 10%. Watch, like, check these out. You can really get specific. And usually, I mean, depending on what you want to do, sometimes these have a big effect with the number up here. Again, this is usually what you want to be looking at. But let's say, for example, you're targeting e-commerce, right? You come in here and if you were targeting people that like you know, teeth, something with teeth, you had a teeth product, you could pull up another tab and type in teeth magazines, and then just type in, top teeth magazines, and click on it, and then whatever the magazines are, you can just throw in there. So you can type in dental economics. Whoa. I spelled dental wrong. There you go. Usually it'll say like magazines or things like that, but check this out. You can always hit the suggest button and it'll give you some more interest over here. So if you want to target dentists or orthodontists, you could go there. Again, suggestions, it'll always give you something else. So let's say, for example, you want to target like the ESPN magazine, right? You come in here and I want to do that one. I would just type in ESPN, and then you could go. You could even target the people that work at ESPN. Let's do ESPN, and then you hit suggest. Check this out. Now, sports centers, bar stools. See what I'm saying? Like, it gives you a big list of what's in there. For this example, we're not going to do any targeting. This is called a zero targeting. So again, you could even throw that in here, zero targeting. And then under placements, this is really where you get to add your placements. You can do automatic, which Facebook recommends. Again, it really depends on what you're doing. Usually when you want to start kind of broad, and automatic placements is good for starting broad. Now, if you wanted to just target Facebook and Instagram, check this out. You can go in here, and this is what automatic placements is. It's targeting all of these. So let's say you wanted to target just Facebook and Instagram. Well, here you go. Now you can even get a little bit more specific. So you have an article on Facebook. Maybe you don't want to target articles, or you don't want to target in-stream videos. Maybe you just wanted to target Facebook stories, Instagram stories, and then just go over here and you can really get very specific. So right now we're only targeting Facebook newsfeed, Instagram feed, Facebook stories, Instagram stories. And then you can really get creative with all of this in here. But what you want to do after that is scroll down. I don't really mess with any of these. You can get pretty specific on if you want to go with Android or iOS device only. I have another video that I'm releasing in the future that'll break down a little Facebook hack that's going to really help you explain all of this a little bit more. Again, this is a very beginner friendly video. Budget, daily budget. I'd recommend starting $10 a day. Again, completely up to you. You can do 10, 5, 20, 100, whatever it is that you want to do. Hit continue. And then you come down to the ad. So remember how before I said you have your campaign, your ad set, and your ad. So now we created the campaign, which was the conversions campaign. Ad set is the targeting that we just did. And now the ad is actually creating the ad. So pretty self-explanatory. You can go in here and create an ad and just use, some of these pages are, this is actually my business account. So you can go in here and do a carousel ad, which is where you can do multiple pictures all at once. You can do a single image or video ad, or you can do a collection. I never really do collections. So for this example, we're going to do single image. And then you can add images right here. Get a little creative with it and say, like, maybe for example I wanted to throw the one of me on a private jet on here. Maybe I wanted to show off that I was on a jet, or target some SMA owners or whoever it is. You throw that on here, or even talk about, hey, look how bright and clean my teeth are. Even though you can't really see my teeth there, but you get the point. And then you have underneath here, again, one thing I forgot, under Instagram account, you can select you either get the option to use your Instagram account if it's hooked up, or you can just use selected page. When you use selected page, it'll look something along the lines of, it'll just have like New Age Media. It'll have the same thing. It's no big deal. They just can't go to your actual Instagram page. But anyways, primary text, you can be like, hey, depending on what you want to do, hey, do you like private jets? Cool, or learn how to run Facebook ads so you can join me on my jet adventures. So get a little creative with it. Obviously, it's not great, but you can check over here to see what the previews would look like. So this is what it looked like in mobile. You also have your headline, private jet, and Facebook ads. See how it changes right there. Learn to run a 6-figure SMA. And then it'll change down there. So again, you can put your website right here. Put my newagemediaonline.com. And then display link URL, that is optional. We'll wait for this to load so you can see what it looks like. Guess I upset the algorithm and now it doesn't want to work anymore. There we go. See, check that out. Look how great that looks. Hey, do you like private jets? Learn how to run a Facebook ad so you can join me on my jet adventures. And then display link. You can put whatever you want right there. You don't have to put anything. It's optional. That would actually be a URL, but whatever. You get the point. Call to action. You can do whatever you want. No button. Shop now. Sign up. Subscribe. Learn more. Contact us. We're going to put apply now. And just like that, you have successfully created a Facebook ad all by yourself. And you didn't have to pay anybody because you just watched this video on YouTube. So if you like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I am dropping free value on free value for you guys, coming at you on a crazy bonus. Like, just subscribe right now, because I'm going to hook you up fat with some good information on Facebook. Some stuff that I paid thousands and thousands of dollars to do. But more importantly, let's finish this up real quick. I'll just quickly show you how to do a carousel ad. Same thing. You're just going to kind of select your images. Then you have image number 2. Select image. Hit upload. Throw the jet ski picture on there. And then let's throw one more picture in here. Upload. So there's a BMW picture on there. So check this out. We got the mobile. You can check desktop right here. Scoot over. Have the pictures. And you can have the headline right here. 6-figure SMA. Let's copy and paste that on all of these if you'd like. Learn how to run Facebook ads, XYZ. And then scroll down, primary text. Learn. Do you want to learn how to a 6-figure SMA? Click the button down below for more information on how to live a life like mine. Again, this is not good copy. Don't copy this. And I mean, if you do, you probably won't make any sales off of it or anything. But you get the point. You can go through here, check it out. I mean, just like that, you have literally just created a successful Facebook ad. A lot of people charge money just to show you how to do this simple thing. So that's all you need to do. You need to hit confirm. I always hit review. Last thing, you want to be a little creative with your ads. So for this one, we will say 6-figure SMA carousel ad. And then you hit confirm. I'll just do it. And then we found some issues with, okay, so I didn't put the URL in here. Yeah, I didn't throw it in here just because I was trying to make it quick, but let's see if that fixes everything. Confirming your items. Okay, now they're going to ask for my business. I'm not setting this up right now just because I don't use this account, but basically what I'm trying to get at with this is when you go back to Ads Manager, I guess we'll just leave that for right now. That campaign you just created would be right here, right? This is actually a client's account, so I'm not going to show you all those right now, but let's say, for example, I'm going to cut that out actually. Okay, so let's just say, for example, your ad account, that one we just did, by the way, this is a very, very, very old Shopify store, like two plus years. I don't even know what it's doing right now. But anyways, let's just say, for example, that campaign you just created was right here. And then under the campaign, you're going to have your ad set, which, for example, like the one we just did was men 18 to whatever years old would be right here. And then that ad of what we created underneath it would be right here. So you have your campaign, which was the conversions. Again, campaign conversions. Kind of like how we have that. These are your campaigns right here. And then you have your ad set, which was what we targeted. And then you have your ads, which was like the picture, whatever we just did there. So just like that, you have successfully created your first, maybe not your first, but your first successful Facebook ad. And if you like this, again, I provide value like this, free, crazy value, over delivering all the time. That is my goal for you guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and give me a like down below if you did like this. And if you want more information on what you want, if you want more things for me to come on here and cover, please let me know down in the comments. Like I said, I'm here to over deliver for all of you guys. I want to build this channel up and help you in the process. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, you know the drill. Catch you later.